Every year my goal is to make the NCAA tournament and, become a ranked wrestler and just wrestle and have fun.
Nick Palumbo is in his final year of eligibility at Sacred Heart University, as he is looking to finish off his college career on a high note, as he has had his fair share of ups and downs.
After high school, I committed to Buffalo during high school, and I was excited to go there, excited to do some Division I college wrestling, and I got there. I liked a lot about the school, but there were just certain things that I didn't like about it, which led me to transfer.
Every year, each coach around the country is looking through the transfer portal to complement his current team. And I found Nick, and I go, Nick, just try to keep an open mind and visit. And at the end of the visit, if you don't like it, it's, I'm not gonna be upset. At least we gave it a try. So Nick visits, he loves it, and at the end he goes, where do I sign?
Prior to Palumbo entering the transfer portal, he had to deal with something that wrestlers go through all the time, as it is a very physical sport. And it's not something that he really wanted to see happen.
I tore my labrum, and that was I think midway through my freshman year. And it wasn't like crazy to where I couldn't compete without it or compete. But so I kept wrestling through my freshman year, and I got surgery that year after, and then kind of just rehabbed it for a year just so I can come back to full health and full potential.
So not only did he come in midway through the year, but he was coming off shoulder surgery. It was a situation where it was like, all right, we're gonna make sure that you get all the way healthy and ready to go by come the fall. And so that was a true example of why patience can be very valuable if you're willing to wait it out.
Having patience seemed to work out great for Palumbo as he entered his first full season with Sacred Heart, coming out on a hot streak.
He was on incredible, it was like 14 matches in a row or something crazy that he had won. That really was like, this guy is legit, and he's at a smaller school.
So at the EIWA tournament, that's kind of where that's what our conference tournament, and you basically have to place in a certain way to be able to compete or to be able to move on to nationals, and I was probably 3 matches away. I didn't wrestle very good at that tournament.
Falling short in his first full season with Sacred Heart was not something that Palumbo wanted to see happen again. This season for him was going to be different.
I was here from that sophomore year to junior year. I was here all summer, wrestling, lifting, just doing all the right things to be able to help me compete.
I was up here a lot more this summer. I was coming in with him, coming with some other teammates, and seeing him up here working shows me this is what I got to do to get to that level.
I came in and he was grinding off the start, motivated all of us. He was our captain from day one. It was really just inspiring, to be honest.
Palumbo's hard work and dedication in the off-season paid off very well for him, as he made his dreams come true and qualified for the national tournament.
Have an NCAA qualifier.
It was so cool to see him really achieve that goal, and how happy Coach was to see him really get there, and then he was ready to go for nationals, and I was excited to see.
I've gone to the tournaments, and I'm it would be so cool to wrestle here. So to be able to accomplish that, and it's just kind of a sense of relief. Once that settles, you're kind of well, I need to do more now.
Even though Palumbo qualified for the tournament, he did not come out victorious. He continued to wrestle great through his next season, but fell short of qualifying. And now he is here for one last shot of greatness.
He's been grinding all 5-6 years he's been here. This is it, and we just want to give him something he can feed off of, and we can feed off of.
Something about just knowing it's my last year as well. It's just a little extra motivating, and I'm a little more dialed in than previous years. And I think, learning, from my mistakes from previous years, it's going to be hard for me to mess up or look back and have an excuse for anything. So I think I'll have a good year this year.
With his last season starting in almost 2 weeks, Nick Palumbo is ready to prove everyone why he belongs on that podium. In Fairfield, Connecticut, at the William Pitt Center, I'm Patrick Billings, Sacred Heart Sports Media.